IVM.
Hello and welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru. It has been a hectic transfer window, $1.2 billion or pound, whatever. What recession, what corona, all that. And and also, United lost 6-1 to Tottenham. It's just Tottenham lads. And to make Jose's day worse, that was not even the best result of the day. Forget the weekend. Liverpool lose 7-2 to Aston Villa. What's going on? But this is a show dedicated only for transfers, and we'll see if we want to talk shit about other matches as well. So let's start with the team with A and which made the splash. Oh wait, I need to introduce guests also. Baru, Yash, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
All right, Baru, is it Partey time?
It is Partey time. I think looking at all the articles and everything all the news that was coming out after the beloved insider of the footballing world said that Arsenal has made no approach for Thomas Partey. Mm-hmm. And then the darling of Arsenal Twitter, David Ornstein, he finds this, he gets this news from this account called AFC Bell or something from somewhere in the Middle East, who tweeted in Arabic that, Arsenal has reached out to La Liga directly. Mm. And that is when this whole thing started rolling. And then even, Fabrizio, he took a step back. He's like, what I meant was they didn't approach the club directly. But I see that they haven't approached La Liga. So it's a here we go thing.
Wow.
That's become his catchphrase, I think. Here we go.
He had a podcast called Here We Go.
Not surprised.
So
I wonder how did he come up with the name?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he's asked IBM guys to make a logo also for the Here We Go. It looks like some IBM logo. So Yash, is Fabrizio a tap-in merchant? That is the accusation on him. Ki jab transfer almost final hoga, he would jaldi tweet karta hai, Here We Go bolta hai, and that is why he...
Yeah, I mean, he might have done a couple of good stories in the start, but this Here We Go has become such a viral thing, and I'm assuming that English is not his first language, so that's why he came up with such a simplistic catchphrase.
If English was his first language, what would he say?
Maybe he'll use Gunnersaurus for that.
Oh, shit. So here's the news, right? So after...
Speaking of Sauruses.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that Saurus. But here's the news, right? So supposedly Arsenal reached out directly to La Liga, and Atletico Madrid's relationship with Arsenal is now beyond repair, right? This was the news which came out yesterday. And 45 minutes after that news, Bunty, aka Lucas Torreira, has gone to Atletico Madrid. So who is planting news that the relationship is beyond repair, that they had to take Bunty on loan?
Wow. There must be some other club who secretly wants Bunty.
Yeah, but it's still possible because they don't have a working relationship anymore does not mean that they would not at least replace Partey to some extent and, just get their ego or whatever it is called at a club level in the way.
No, actually,
corporate respect.
I think the relationship went beyond repair when Arsenal said, "Ab Torreira le lo," and they're like, "Oh." They're like, that is it. All right, so let's go through a few things about Arsenal transfers quickly. Pablo Mari, is he in the club or is he playing on loan somewhere else?
No, he is in the club, but early reports are in that he might not be playing in the Premier League.
What? Why?
Yeah, because of the squad limitations. But nothing's final yet. We'll probably get to know by the time we record the next one.
All right, Cedric Soares. Dude,
again, might not make it to the Premier League squad.
Has Arsenal got anyone who will make it to the Premier League squad? Other than Willian and Partey.
Partey time.
All right. Are you sad that your Emilio, what is his name, man? Emiliano Martinez, he's gone. Are you sad?
It always helps from a club's perspective to have two really good keepers fighting for the same spot. But in this case, obviously, Martinez for Arsenal fans was like the Lingard of the team. In the sense that we always thought that he's probably 21 or 22 years old. But he's been that age for the past 8 years now. And he's like, देखो भाई मेरे को at least starting spot चाहिए.
Even Tammy Abraham is 24, dude.
What already?
Exactly. He aged to make
Is Loftus Cheek older than him or younger?
Loftus Cheek people have not even called him youth anymore. They're like, this. This is beyond repair. All right. One thing before we get to the real Saurus of Arsenal, Yash, is that, Henrik Mkhitaryan is now moved to Roma for free from Arsenal.
Wow. This is one of those, epic, whatever, those nuggets that often turn up, which nobody knows about, and it's like one of those, what the hell.
Transfer market knows about this. Have you told them?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have words for it. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, Mkhitaryan, why? Is he still playing?
Even Smalling is confirmed to Roma, right?
Correct, but Roma manager wanted Smalling. No one even talks about Mkhitaryan ki wo Arsenal se like free mein gaya hai. Like Roma, Pablo Fonseca fought for Smalling. All right.
Yeah, but wasn't he like not allowed to play in Baku, and those two countries are at war now almost?
Dude, if
Yeah,
I know, but if he was allowed to play in Baku, he would have just started the war earlier. So probably
Does Armenia have like mandatory military service?
I don't know, dude, but I know China would have delayed Corona by like, abhi war chal raha hai. Let's release it from the lab next year.
Next year.
All right, Baru. Why is the club Arsenal's PR worse than Ozil's PR? Like, why are they so bad that they're firing a part-time worker of 27 years where his only job was to make people happy?
There's a very simple answer to that. The first set of jobs Arsenal fired was the PR team.
And so how are you reacting to the news that now Ozil said, look, till I am in the club, I'll pay. And then it seems I heard, what's his name? Gunnersaurus. What's the mascot called?
Dude, he's a regular English mascot, man, like Gunnersaurus, not an Icelandic midfielder.
I don't know, it seemed cooler. But yeah, your Gunnersaurus, he must be like, abey yaar, Ozil, you're only leaving in Jan. Kab tak salary dega mujhe?
They'll probably take his son as an intern and call him Gunner's son.
Yeah.
That'll be cheaper.
Yeah, but the latest news supposedly is that Arsenal said, no, we have not fired him. Once the matches start in the stadium where people can come in, even he'll come back. So till then, our man is jobless.
So doesn't that mean like fired or retrenched or something, whatever the label laws want to call him?
Yeah.
But in reality, he's not earning anymore from Arsenal, right? So.
But that's okay. Now Ozil will pay him. I heard that Ozil is going to carry him everywhere. Like when he's walking around in Istanbul. He'll have a Gunnersaurus with him.
Like he's going to war against Armenia.
Yeah. All right. So now
Germany and Turkey are actually facing against each other, like I think this week in a friendly match.
Or like what else? Okay. Dude, no one cares about international football till it's Euros or World Cup. So.
Yeah, but they're two of Ozil's favorite countries for this week.
Is Germany still his favorite country?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, enough of Arsenal talk. Oh my God, that took so much time. Let's talk about the team of the moment. Yash is shaking his head like, So,
here we go.
Yes, here we go.
Yeah.
So, the question is, which of Tottenham's 6 signings would start in Manchester United playing 11, like directly?
I think except Bale, all of them would start.
What? Even Joe Hart.
Oh, they bought Joe Hart? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, so Tottenham bought 6.
No, but goalkeeper is one position where United don't need. They have 3 goalkeepers.
Yeah.
And
Baru, you know what the combined salary of 3 keepers?
Yeah, like 800,000 something.
Per week.
They can afford Gunnersaurus.
Yeah, they can. But Gunnersaurus doesn't want to be there. He'll be pelted with lighters or something.
What's the name of the United
mascot? Yeah, what?
Big Red.
Big rep.
They need a market. They fired marketing team long ago. All right, Yash, what's going on? Is Ole's job under threat? Why can't they just buy in some players? Why are they buying Cavani? And I'll tell you why. Since you love irony and hypocrisy, a club which says we believe in English youth, English mentality, this is the way forward. We make expensive mistakes last time, everything, and then they bought Cavani.
Yeah, I mean, overall, if you ask me, this seems like the time when Tottenham or Liverpool had all that money coming in with the Bale or the Suarez transfers and squandered it on a clown car. The difference is, of course, we don't have our player who never played for us, and we don't have the money. So we don't have Jadon Sancho. We don't have the money for his transfer, and we've just bought a clown car. It's just it seems so sure that it was happening. It's heartbreaking that he's not here at United.
The beauty of the Cavani deal was that they could have bought Cavani 6 weeks ago. They could have gotten gotten Cavani 2 weeks later also. Like they didn't have to all work towards Cavani because he had no contract with any club, so he could have just joined 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but I mean, with their incompetence goes deep. So this is not. I mean, I don't know why people are even discussing this.
Dude, what do you mean? I spent like 6 hours last week just looking at Manchester United transfer news.
Specifically, I'm talking about Cavani because it's not like they didn't sign other players on deadline. They did. They bought a couple of mystery players and they bought a left back, which is possibly the only transfer which makes like perfect sense. This.
Are you going to tell us who it is?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Does he have a work permit or is he like an Arsenal transfer that he can't even be in the squad?
I think
Campbell all over again.
I think you're confusing him with someone else.
All right, so this Telles guy, what's position is he?
Left back.
Luke Shaw won't play there anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, that is
bad news for all the other teams in EPL.
Dude, that is so
Luke
sad.
Shaw probably felt that Harry Maguire was holding him back.
All right, man. I mean, few things is during the game we saw Ed Woodward text people like from the 80th minute. He was furiously texting people. So Yash, what was he texting people, or who do you think he was texting?
I think he was texting for an evacuation team because I don't think he would have gone home safe from Old Trafford.
Oh man, dude, how can a club be so shambolic in everything they do?
Yeah, well, I mean, everything is just a symptom, but sometimes the symptom is worse than a disease. So Woodward, everyone else, the coaches, this don't make sense. I mean, we can always cry about the amount of money that the Glazers are spending, but for whatever they're spending, this is just shambolic.
Okay, so what went wrong in the Sancho deal? From whatever I've heard, and I've heard a lot, right? For the last 7 weeks, supposedly United said, look, we'll give 80 million. And Dortmund said August 10th is our deadline. You already spoken to the player. You agreed the agent fees. You agreed the players' fees, everything. August 10th is the deadline. You give us 108 million and this guy is yours. Manchester United said, ye to kam aayenge. Then, like toward the end of August, kuch na hua. And then they said, oh shit, we'll give like 83. Yeah, the same thing happened with the Telles guy also. I think Porto wanted 70.
Yeah, but that was for pocket change compared to the Sancho deal. So, I mean, I think it's the same money as Chris Smalling, so I guess it sort of evens out. So that was never an issue. The problem with the Sancho deal was obviously always that Dortmund wanted cash up front and United always like to pay in installments. So I think we're still paying for Pogba.
I know, but this is freaking Manchester United, dude. If they can't afford a player, who can?
No, it's not about affordability. It's just about choices. The choices they make. I mean, COVID is a great excuse for them. There were other speculations like the profit should not be below 65 million, and I sort of read up about it. So it's not profit. It's just EBITDA, which is clearly anyone who knows finance. 65 million is nothing for you, right?
Exactly. So let's look at all the ins to Manchester United. Donny van de Beek, obviously a great player, which is so sad that he can't even play in the team. Right?
No, you know what? both the known signings stink so much of a Woodward signing because Woodward prefers cheaper foreign options to domestic ones. So when the window started, we were linked to who's the Aston Villa captain?
Grealish.
Grealish. Yeah, we were linked to Grealish. We would have had to pay some 70 odd million. So in isolation, Donny van de Beek makes a lot of sense, but I think he's just a foreign option for Grealish. And
but he won't even start. There's Pogba and Bruno there.
Yeah.
Right. And then, they've got some fellow called Willy Kamwala. Ye kaun hai?
Oh, that's another, like United like to buy these 16-year-olds who'll someday make it.
Oh, like John Obi Mikel types.
John Obi Mikel was much older. Yeah. This is like Pogba only again. Pogba was 16 when they were bought. So it's quite ironic that their strategy was to save money and their record signing is Pogba.
I know. Poor Baru is feeling just so sick listening about United that he's taking medicine in right now. All right, Baru, if you want to know how many people went out of your Manchester United, here we go, list. Angel Gomez, some fellow with 3 names, Cameron Borthwick Jackson.
Oh, God.
George Tanner, Alexis Sanchez, Ethan Hamilton. Arey, ye Chong bhi chala gaya.
He's on loan, but...
When I say out of the club for this year. Cool. Chong, some Alex Fortek, Matic Kovar, Werder Bremen. Then Joel Pereira, Dimitri Mitchell, Dylan Levitt. Kaun hai? Who are all these fellows? Kevin O'Hara, Andres Pereira, Diego Dalot.
Are these all players of FC United or Manchester or something?
I don't know, dude.
The youth team, no? So once I think the reserve league is now only under 23. So they can't play the reserve league anymore, so they have to be shipped out.
All right, few things about United. When is Solskjaer going to be sacked? There's no way on earth he's not going to be sacked very soon. And Manchester United very cunningly put out a news that they've sounded out Pochettino after the 6-1 loss. Like, that was the biggest transfer day news from the club, that they've sounded out Pochettino.
Yeah, well, there were a couple of times last season when we thought Solskjaer was gone, and he has a very difficult run of fixtures, given that United are in the group of death of the Champions League, plus they play Arsenal and a couple of more difficult teams. So whenever that has happened, he's pulled a rabbit out of the hat. So I'm not betting on it yet. But given how United are playing, if they get thrashed by 2 or 3 of these teams, I think these days are numbered.
Are those rabbits called Harry Maguire, Eric Bailly, Luke Shaw, and Aaron Van Bissaka?
Total bunnies.
Oh man, you think Harry Maguire's been scarred for like at least 6 months after the Mykonos incident?
It's not. I mean, I hope it's less than 6 months because
but
we don't have many replacements for him.
But
what's the status on the petition to send him back to jail in Greece?
There's a petition there. There's a petition going on to send him back to Greece. Oh man.
Yeah.
That is just so unfair on him. Poor guy. Okay, let's talk about... God, I can't even talk about Wolves, Baru. There's just so many players who went out. All right.
Yeah, skip on the youth ones, which you can't recognize anyway.
Yeah. What did you make of the 6-1 defeat? Yes? I mean...
Well, there are no excuses. Obviously, we can talk about the VAR again for some reason, not deciding to send off, who's the guy?
Eric Lamela.
Eric Lamela, yeah. I mean, Eric Lamela clearly elbowed him first, so you either send off both.
Eric Lamela elbowed him on the chest, and then from the chest dragged his hand onto the face.
What logic is that?
That's the only thing I can figure out on why.
Yeah, I mean, it's just silly, but at that point of time, they should have just shut shop, taken the L, but it was embarrassing. And Pogba, the only way I think you play with Pogba is you have 2 guys helping him to play like what France do. So you play Matic and McTominay and let him just like not do defensive work. That's the only way I think Pogba plays in this team. Otherwise, he's kind of a liability.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. You can't play Pogba and Bruno together. Like, it's almost impossible, I think, to play those 2 together. And given how Pogba tracks back, oh God. It was...
Yeah, he just jogs back, doesn't track.
All right. So let's talk about Everton and then let's take a break. Everton has basically bought a midfield, right? They
Right.
bought Abdoulaye Decore, Alan, James Rodriguez, and then they also have Niels Nkunku from Marseille, who's come in. Too.
Right.
And Everton, they started so well. Do you genuinely think that Everton is going to be in the top 4 this year?
I hope they win the league, man. I hope they stop Liverpool. I hope that United send Henderson on loan in January to Everton to help them win the league.
Oh, dude.
Because Pickford is their 1 weak spot, dude.
Yeah, otherwise I think...
How can you even listen about bad things about England #1 goalkeeper like this?
Pickford?
Yeah.
Not for long. Let's just wait for the next round of friendlies to come around.
Who is the England #2? Nick Pope?
It's either him or Henderson.
Henderson को तो गेम भी नहीं मिलेगा अभी मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड में. Poor guy. He's done career suicide. All right. So let's take a break right now. After the break, let's talk about the big guns, the people who actually know how to do transfers, which is Chelsea. Chelsea have won this one.
Did you win the transfer window trophy?
Chelsea has won the transfer window trophy. Most transfers, best net transfers, best amortization, everything. So, yeah, let's take a break and let's talk about Chelsea's transfers and how 60% of those transfers are not even starting games. Stay tuned to Football Twaddle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another awesome week on the IVM Podcast Network. If you're not following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Intel. So Jasleen Royal came on Storytellers and Storysellers this week with Vineet. It was a really interesting conversation. Do definitely check that out. Hamsini Hariharan is back on the Pragati podcast after an extended absence. Hamsini was one of the original hosts along with Pravan, but she was unable to continue. But we're glad to have her back. She's talking about her experiences since she left. She's been studying in China. Definitely check that out. You'll enjoy that. On Pulya Bazi, they discussed the revolution of 1857 as seen from contemporary eyes. Definitely give that a shout. I think you'll love that as well. Abhijit Ganguly was on Cyrus Says a couple of weeks ago, and he had such a great time, and we were so happy to have him on that we asked him to join us for Cocked and Bull, and he was on this week. Do check that out. And lastly, I'd like to mention our Tamil show. We've been doing a show called Kadai Podcast Punyan Selvan, hosted by Kavita Jiva. She has been phenomenal. She's rewritten the stories in a way which really, they speak to a modern audience. But Punyan Selvan is over, and she has started a new story, though. The new story that she started is Sivakamiyan Sabatham. I'm sure I mangled that pronunciation, and I'm sure you'll love it if you're a Tamil speaker. Do definitely check it out. And with that, let's get you onto your show.
Welcome back to Football Twaddle. Let's talk about Chelsea. Yash, man, what's going on with Chelsea, dude? This is how crazy it is. Yeah. They bought a guy called Malang Sarr. Mm-hmm. From Nice in France.
All right.
France. And they've loaned him out to Porto. So we have a defender who's come in and gone to Porto, right? And Ziyech, not played yet. He's been in London since August. Right. And Sara, एक game bhi nahi mila. One game Thiago Silva played. He had to be substituted in 45 minutes. Then we have Ben Chilwell, which is the best left back in the world after the last game. And then Timo Werner, who, he's a great player. Lampard will ruin him. But yeah. Then we have a new goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy. And then Kai Havertz. Dude, I don't know, man. It's all seemed like decent signings. It's just that Lampard's going to it up so badly. Whenever anyone spent that much money at Chelsea, if they've not won the league, they're gone. So what are the betting markets saying? Do you have any idea? Who will be fired first, Ole or Lampard?
I think Ole is the easy bet right now. Lampard
after the last match.
Yeah.
Baru, didn't you feel jealous after Chelsea bought Kai Havertz? Is that why Arsenal spent so much money on Partey?
No, I'd already seen the welcome to Arsenal videos of Kai Havertz. So
welcome to. What happened to Besiktas, by the way, this year?
Hi.
Come to Besiktas. All right. One of our favorite players ever has gone out of Chelsea to Rome again. Bloody Inter Milan and Rome. They are buying. I think Inter Milan now has 40% of Manchester United.
But wait, what are you talking about?
Pedro.
Ah, yes, of course.
So Pedro's gone to Roma. Willian's gone. And then all this Lewis Baker and all the youth people, Jamal Blackman. Dude, there was a Jamal Blackman for so long in the club. He's finally tired of just being called youth and not playing.
Hey, is that guy still around? Marco and Ginkel?
No, he was sent out very soon.
Right.
But a few people I want to talk about is Ruben Loftus-Cheek's gone to Fulham on loan. And Ross Barkley gone to Aston Villa to destroy Liverpool.
Yes.
This is not a Super Frank masterclass. What is?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Ross Barkley anyway?
I used to think he was a very good player back in the day, and I don't know, when he went to Chelsea, he either got complacent that he's got his big move, or it's just that the managers didn't know how to use him.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so half the Chelsea players haven't played as well. So let's see what it says. But
Lampard does well with his old kids, no? I think it's going to be difficult for the new signings, apart from Chilwell, of course, because he's Premier League proven.
No, but who are Lampard's old kids? Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, and
Pulisic hasn't even played much.
But he's not Lampard's old kid. He's a Dortmund kid.
Huh. So Lampard kids are whoever was there last year. What else?
They all make it.
Apart from literal old people like Gervinho and Kante.
And Rudiger. You forgot Rudiger.
Oh yeah, Rudiger is literally the old man.
So Barut,
how close was Jorginho to actually exiting Chelsea?
Third, please. If they had to kick him out, they would have kicked him out. So
yeah, I mean they were Jorginho to Arsenal rumors that were happening.
I don't know where all such rumors come from. Jorginho to Arsenal. This was the first time when both the sets of fans were unhappy. Chelsea fans were Chelsea fans वहाँ जाके penalty सब कुछ convert करेगा हरामी. And Arsenal fans अरे we don't need these penalties for the first place. But so God, I forgot. I lost my train of thought also in this. It was something about Chelsea, but whatever. I'm just happy that John Obi Mikel is not anywhere in the list. He's still lurking around for Chelsea. So Tottenham. Let's talk about Tottenham, guys. Do you think they've had the best transfer window of all the Premier League clubs?
But didn't we just conclude?
Actually joined Stoke City, right?
What?
John Obi Mikel is in Stoke City right now.
He's still playing?
Yeah, I'm just happy he's not at Chelsea. Oh, this is the thing I want to talk about Frank Lampard and Chelsea. You know the players like Bakayoko? Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
He is now gone on loan to Napoli.
That's a loan?
Yes.
But he's still at Chelsea?
He's still a Chelsea player.
That's amazing, man.
Uska amount
it's so awesome that you guys find loan deals for these guys. Either Salah United में पड़े रहते.
Dude, everyone's gone on loan. Zappa Costa has gone on loan. Bakayoko has gone. RLC, Ross Barkley we spoke about.
Right.
So, a lot of people. I think Chelsea has some 22 people who left the club this year. Michi Batshuayi. Dude, Michi Batshuayi.
Usually in the Chelsea loan, army, there used to be young kids with a lot of potential that Chelsea were ruining. Now it's so many has-beens that you're sending out on loan.
No. So those young
They all started as those young kids.
They started as young. Now they're all 30-year-olds still being loaned out.
Achha, so this is a batch production system.
Exactly. Every now and then they get some good money selling people to China or somewhere and they make all that money. All right. So let's talk about Tottenham a little. What we concluded was that all of them would walk into Manchester United playing 11. That really doesn't mean anything, Yash.
United literally wanted Reguilon. So.
Oh, he is so good, man. In terms of all Spurs players, I think he is the most exciting. What pace he has, dude. It's
Yeah, he's good. I mean, that is one area that they really wanted. I mean, Ben Davis is not great, top 6 quality.
Top 6 quality.
Yeah.
Come on. All right. Okay. Liverpool. They have some guy called Simicas. Costa Simicas.
Must be either a youngster or
Okay,
just a random money laundering thing.
From Olympiacos, it definitely sounds like money laundering. Thiago Alcantara. Yeah, Thiago. Dude, yeah, what is with Morata? Before we talk about Liverpool, what is with Morata? Who is spending money? Or just moving money? It's moving from country.
Cayman Islands FC.
He's just moving money from Madrid to Italy to London, back to Madrid, now back to Italy.
So Morata is like that token system that Hundi people have. If Morata shows up, you pay money who's you actually meant for someone else.
So all it takes is for Morata to just show up somewhere.
Someone gets paid.
Dude, that's such a cool system, dude. Imagine कल को तुझे और मुझे पैसा चाहिए मोराटा का Yes, let's just go to Future Group with a Morata cutout.
Wow.
ये लीजिए आप.
So if Morata ever comes to ISL, you know.
Ranbir Kapoor is paying money. You think Morata is invest in Reliance Retail with all the money he's taken. Soon Mukesh Ambani will announce, we are pleased to announce Morata has invested 1,000 crores in Reliance Retail Ventures.
Wow.
And he's changed his name to Gio Morata now.
Jummer. All right. उसे डांडिया खिलाएगा के बीच में
तो फुटबॉल तो आता है नहीं ये खेलने में.
फाल्गुनी पाठक के गाने पे वो अंधेरी में डांडिया खेल रहा है मोराटा. People will keep paying him money because he showed up. All right, let's talk about Liverpool. Thiago Alcantara, he comes in and he destroys the club, gives everyone corona, and then they lose 7-2. So,
I think Bayern, that's the Bayern are only threatened by Liverpool in Europe, so they just sent him as a bioweapon.
I thought Ed Woodward may have sent him to stop 21.
No, he's not that smart.
Dude,
don't they check for COVID in the medical tests for footballers?
They do, but he contracted COVID after that. I think वो पोटली में लाया था.
He bit on it.
Sir, medical
like those old Bollywood villain.
अब सूंघ लूं. Oh, if Arnab had a video of that, it would have been so much fun. Big football drug expose.
अब क्यों नहीं बोल रहा तू उसको सलमान?
बोलो जोटा के बारे में बोलो. बारू बोल जोटा के बारे में.
Jota is being invited in the next season of Big Boss.
Oh man. Yash, are you watching Big Boss by the way?
No.
Oh, that's where you draw the line.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's go. In all this, thing about Manchester United not buying players and everyone else buying, then Thomas Partey and everything, we forget that Manchester City spent another $100 million on defenders. Are there any defenders left in the world whom Manchester City have not bought? Clearly, they're in United for sure.
But I think Pep just can't coach defense. So he's like, let me just buy players who will individually just defend for me and we'll leave it at that.
So why is it that those guys are not able to defend as well?
Because they need to be coached. It's like a chicken and egg problem for him.
Yeah. So Baru, here's the story, right? There's this guy called Ruben Dias. Where is Baru?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ruben Dias from Benfica. So Benfica basically get out of Champions League and they need money, right? So then they sell Ruben Dias to Manchester City. And then Benfica is like, oh shit, we've sold a big asset. We still need a defender. So what do? So what they do is they get Otamendi. So Manchester City sell Otamendi to Benfica, right? So, and there is one guy who's made money off the sale of Ruben Dias to City, and the same guy has made the money of sale of Otamendi to Benfica. Can you name the person?
Jorge Mendes.
Yes. How does that guy operate, man?
Wow, so instead of like just structuring it as an exchange
Swap.
or something, a swap.
He's made money of both the deals. Because Benfica told him कि sir पैसे चाहिए. He said चलो Ruben Dias को बेचता हूँ. Then he sold him and took that money. And then Benfica like sir, but now we have no defenders. रुको खरीदता हूँ. The bigger thing is this guy. So Mendes obviously is close to Fosun, who owns Wolves, right? Fosun has invested in his company as well. Matt Doherty becomes George Mendes' client like 8 months ago or whatever. So Mendes is like, chalo, koi problem nahi. So he sells Doherty from Wolves to Spurs. And he makes the money. Then he facilitates move of this guy. Who's this guy? Nelson Semedo. From Barcelona to Wolves. Semedo is his client. So he pockets money there. And Fosun is like, oh, we made net profit, so it's all right. Dude,
this is like one of those catch-22 situations, man, in the book. Where this guy buys eggs for like 3 cents, sells them for 2, and he still makes a profit.
Yeah, dude. So here's the question, right? Football is football, whatever. You think it's just George Mendes playing reality TV?
A football manager.
Yeah, it's just George Mendes playing football manager. We are just like bakras watching TV. Georgie boy is just making all the money and all the fun.
We are those fake computer-generated audience people in the stands of FIFA games.
At what point will George Mendes start selling Indian players, Yash?
Doesn't he already have like a few Indian origin like coconuts?
Gone. Vikas Dorasu.
Someone like that must be around.
Narsing,
yeah.
Narsing.
No, वो German है. Mendes doesn't have that many contacts there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but Nathan Ake has gone for 41 million. Ruben Dias has gone for 62. So how bloody City spend another 100 million to finish 5th in the league? I'm telling you, guaranteed, this is the year City.
Man, you're a bold man to make that prediction.
Dude, 100% I am telling you, it's over. The Pep reign is done. I don't even know why are you not with me on it. Baruto, we know.
What was your prediction again at the start of the season?
We didn't make any predictions.
Yeah.
You're waiting for the window to close.
Now that window is closed, let's just do that.
What a segue.
Thank you. Yash, who are the top 4?
Top 4. Right now, I'd say I'm making a wild punt and saying Everton will win the league.
Hey, you're not making wild point. It's so predictable. You're a United fan, but whatever.
Yeah. So Liverpool 2nd, Chelsea 3rd, and City 4th.
Wow. Baru.
I think City would actually still win the league, I think.
What do you mean still win the
City
league?
first.
Boring.
City first, Liverpool 2nd, Chelsea probably 3rd, and Arsenal 4th.
Wow. My predictions are simple. Chelsea first. And Spurs 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, Everton 4th.
Wow.
Look at the range.
Yeah,
predictions.
It's just like London and Merseyside. I think this is the year Manchester goes down.
Yeah, who do you think are going to go down then?
Fulham for sure. Right? There's no hope in hell for them. Who else will go down? I thought West Ham will go down after the first game, but clearly David Moyes is not managing them remotely. I think it's someone else. So wait, let's look at the table actually. Who else will go down? Oh yeah. So my guess is West Brom, Fulham, and Sheffield United. And I'm assuming you guys concur.
No man, since I'm supporting West Brom, I'll say no.
Okay.
I'll say Fulham, Sheffield, and
Burnley.
No, man, Burnley will stay up. That guy will turn it around. I'll say
So United
Brighton.
is
I'll say Brighton, chalo.
Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton will hit the post from 84 times and go down with like 32 points.
I think it might be Crystal Palace, Fulham, and Sheffield.
What are you saying, Crystal Palace? You know, Crystal Palace is like second in the table or something.
No, they're 12th, but yeah, I mean, I feel Crystal Palace have a couple of players who will pull them out.
Yeah, the best of the
Because
rest.
Brighton is still like, at least they're playing decent. I was saying they played decent because they played well against United. But United are below them on the table right now, so I don't think that counts, right?
You think United will be in relegation position? Let's say in December they'll be like in 14th place or 15th place, fighting for relegation.
And then they'll make a final charge for the title or something.
They won't be that bad. I think Edinson Cavani will score those long ball headers and win us a few points.
I think it's high time United actually get in Gus Hiddink. He's a decent manager, I heard. Alrighty, guys.
Just the right man for the job.
Dude, Hiddink is like always a January to May manager.
comes with strong recommendations.
Yeah, I mean, as long as United are not playing Barcelona, they will not be cheated by the ref, so it's all right. Alrighty, Yash, Baru, that was really good.
Bye-bye.
We managed not to talk about 10 to 12 clubs. They've done some serious business, but who really cares? The point of doing this podcast is to talk about things we want to talk about. I'm sure there's no Brighton fans in India, so whatever.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
or Aston Villa.
Oh, dude, now that you said Ollie Watkins, dude, is he going to be the young striker of the year? Will he win the young player of the award away from 29-year-old Raheem Sterling this year?
Or 19-year-old Rehan Brewster.
Yeah, where is Brewster?
Southampton, no?
Yeah, I think Brewster and the other youngster, either Walcott or Iwobi, they've joined Southampton.
Oh, yeah. Rehan Brewster, he's actually sold.
Yep, they sold him for, I think, 20-25 million.
To Sheffield United.
Oh, he's at Sheffield.
Not...
Sorry, Walcott.
So definitely he definitely won't win the young player then.
Wait,
Sheffield.
There is some confusion. Rehan Brewster, he's come to Sheffield, sorry. So where is Southampton in this?
Southampton have got Kyle Walker-Peters. Theo Walcott on loan.
Yeah, and I think the new name like Toures or the.
Do you know how old Theo Walcott is right now?
He's 31.
Man.
Oh, I was right.
Have you been tracking his career like really closely or something?
Dude,
exactly.
I remember a time when Theo Walcott was the fastest 15-year-old. Yeah, he was like the fastest 15-year-old or something in Southampton.
He was the fastest 15-year-old till he was like 24 or something.
Oh God, dude! You just feel so old, like when Theo Walcott.
What is Kyle Walker the fastest right now, or
Kyle Walker, or is Kyle Walker-Peters the fastest? Okay. Anyway, please ruminate on that. I think we've gone on for too long. Bye, Yash.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Baru.
Later.
All right, chalo. Let's switch on the fans then. Bye-bye.
Are you looking for India's most awesome cricket podcast? Are you now tired of listening to the same old guys drone on about cricket everywhere? Edges and Sledges is a weekly cricket podcast hosted by three fans of the game, Varun, DJ, and myself, Ashwin. It was established in early 2018, has over 60 episodes now, and is of course now proud to be on the IVM Podcast Network. Each week, we get together from three different time zones, the USA, the UK, and Singapore, and we talk about things from the world of cricket, with a focus on Indian cricket. We often interview special guests from all around the world, including former cricketers and cricket media personalities. So check out Edges and Sledges, the cricket podcast, now on the IVM network.
Hi, my name is Anupam Gupta. I'm B50 on Twitter. I am the host of Paisa Paisa, the show that talks money. On my show, I speak to experts from every field of money and finance, from stock markets, equities, debt funds, credit cards, life insurance, every possible area of money and finance that you can think of. We even did an episode on cryptocurrency. I've got fantastic guests from mutual funds to personal finance experts everywhere. Robo-advisory, startups, just name it, we've got it. At Paisa Paisa, we help you make smart decisions about money. You work hard for money. Now make your money work hard for you. New episodes out every Monday, and you can listen to my show on the IVM Podcast app or any other podcasting app that you have.